experience. And don't be afraid of you know, having to eat your own cooking once in a while.
Yeah,
You get it after a while, you know, you get it when
just takes practice.
it takes practice, and it takes sometimes getting it off the heat before that point of perfection, because it does, the things do continue.
Meat has to rest, doesn't it?
It should rest. There's a quality of meat that, and I'm not sure of the technical ins and outs, but it will retain its moisture if it's left to rest. Let's say in a steak or a roast, 8 to 10 minutes after it's taken off the heat. You don't have to let it cool off. It can be kept in a warm spot, but it rather than releasing all its juice in the first cut all over the plate and making a mess of your mashed potatoes or your baked potato or your veggies, if it's left to rest, that juice will stay within the steak or the roast or the chicken and just become that flavor explosion that you get in the chewing experience. Mm-hmm. And it's just a part of the gaining experience in cooking, where
sure.
you get it off the heat. The heat continues to get to the middle of whatever you have on the barbecue or in the oven. It doesn't. It'll cook a little bit more.
Yes.
And if you take it again to use the barbecue or as an example, if you take it to the point of doneness and maybe a minute beyond, and then take it off, it will continue to rise in temperature, and it's just a little bit overdone. But
so when people put a temperature probe in, where should they put it? In the thickest part of the meat?
In the thickest part of the meat, without touching a bone. Should you have a bone-in piece of meat, the bone will transmit heat a lot faster than the flesh will, and so you'll get a false reading. But put it in the thick